Kendall and I have only been, we grew up like really close to each other and kind of always, our families are, you know, connected, and so, but we just never really got the opportunity, I guess, to hang out as kids, but we've only been friends for like a year now, and she's one of my best friends, and she's so awesome.
Do you share modeling tips, or like, oh my god, I have to do this runway show, help
Yeah,
me?
kind of. I guess it's more like, you know, yeah, more like, oh my god, I have to do this runway show, help. But also just being really excited for each other and supporting each other, and our beauty contracts came around the same time, so it was really fun to celebrate that together. I was always like kind of told that when I was becoming a model, like don't live with a model because you get competitive, et cetera, but I don't really find that I get competitive with my friends, especially, you know, with someone like Kendall, who her and I we look nothing alike. So someone that's going to want a Kendall is not going to want a Gigi, and that's just, even with my sister, you know, there's a lot of tabloids making up that we're in this rivalry, but someone that's going to want short dark hair and, you know, dark features isn't going to want me, and that's kind of how it goes with every model, I think, from my perspective. And yeah, so I guess the hardest part about being friends with models is that when you have a big secret like a Maybelline contract, you can't tell them. And like I think that's like the hardest part about being friends with other models is like we can't really talk about what we're doing until it comes out, and then we're all pretty excited for each other. And yeah.
I remember a few weeks ago seeing pictures of you guys in Dubai. You celebrated New Year's together.
Yeah.
Was that a fun girls' trip?
It was so awesome. Yeah, my boyfriend was with us, but he's known Kendall since he was like 13, and it was a really fun trip, and we got to do so many incredible things, cultural things, adventurous. We went skydiving. We visited the mosque in Abu Dhabi, and it was beautiful and amazing.
And I saw Selena was on that trip now.
Yeah,
Did
Selena
you know
was
her
with us.
Prior?
Yeah. Selena, I've known Selena for a little bit, and my boyfriend's known her for a very long time because he's friends with Justin and all of that. So yeah, it was a good, big group of friends, and that's what made it really special, I think, was that we all got to do it together.
You mentioned Cody, and I know when you guys both have these big careers and you travel a lot for them, how do you make the relationship work?
I think it's all about planning and, like, you know, just making sure that we're very aware of each other's schedules, because then in advance you can kind of see where things might work out and, you know, meet together. For example, like when I found out I was coming to this award show, I told him a month ago, and he made sure that he'd be in town, and so he's coming tonight. But yeah, I think it's, you know, just about communication and making sure that, you know, you are on track with each other and kind of figuring out when you can make it work together.
Valentine's Day is a few weeks away.
Right.
Did you tell him to save that date?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because he's coming out with a new song around Valentine's Day, and it's kind of anti-Valentine's Day, so it's kind of this joke about how we're gonna, you know, deal with the song release and Valentine's Day, but it'll be good.
Is he romantic?
Yes, he's very romantic. So I feel like he's romantic all year round, so Valentine's Day is just another, yeah, it's all good.
Let's talk a little bit about your mom. I know recently she talked about this horrible health struggle she's sort of gone through. How have you been able to sort of support her through it?
You know, it's hard because especially with something like Lyme disease, where not a lot of people know a lot about it, especially doctors, so they don't really know how to help medical-wise, and so it's really hard for me and my siblings to know how we can help. But I guess just, you know, being supportive is the best way that we can do it. And, you know, for example, she's been in Korea for 3 weeks now working with a doctor there, and just, like, you can tell how much it means to her when I, you know, during my lunch break on a shoot, will FaceTime her and talk to her about how my day's going, and I think that just, like, the little things like that is what's helping her get through it.
Patrick Schwarzenegger, you did this campaign with
Yes.
him. Do you guys stay in touch? Are you guys friends? Or was that weird to, like, film something with a friend of yours?
No, I mean, it was really fun. Like, when, again, you're not really supposed to talk about what campaigns you're going to do, so I saw him tweeting, oh, I'm going to London. I was like, hey, Pat, I'm going to London too, like, let's get dinner. But we never said anything about why we were going. So we walked on the set and ran into each other, and it's funny. But it's good to know that your friends are being, you know, professional, I guess, in that sense. But no, it was really fun to work with him, and my boyfriend's really good friends with him and Miley, and so we're all kind of, we all get to hang out, and it's really cool.